fam, kings and blessings. I'm not going to be before you long. To God, our Messiah, Jesus Christ, be all the glory, honor, and praise. That's the only reason why I am here, to deliver this word to you, not because I feel worthy, not because I'm special, not because of any other reason other than the fact that I am being obedient to what the Father is saying. I was in my prayer time with God. Sometimes when I say prayer time, I'm actually just talking to him, just having conversation with the Lord. And I was talking to the Father and I was telling him, I was like, God, why is it that around this time last year, I told my friends, I told my family, I came on, I did messages, I gave warnings from you, Father, about how floods were going to begin to overtake, natural disasters were going to begin to overtake and be right at people's front door. I said hurricanes and storms were going to come out of the blue. I said that you were going to see so many things start to come to pass. Even when you look in the sky, you're going to see things that you never would have thought that you would have saw before. I was talking to the Father about these things, even up to the love of many growing cold. Many are going to get a cold heart in these last and evil days if they are not close to the Father. I said all of these things. And it's just like it was minimized. Now, just a year later, because it hasn't been that long, now these things are coming to pass. Some people still think that I'm tripping just because it's not at our front door yet. But all it takes is one natural disaster, just one, to turn someone's whole livelihood upside down. And the sad thing about it is, warning always comes before destruction. Psalms 91 is real. God will indeed keep those that are his. But how can we be kept if we don't listen? How can we be kept if we're not spending time with God? How can we be kept if we are not following his instructions? Because what's going to end up happening is how we are going to know where the ark of safety is by listening to the Lord. If he tells us to stay home, we got to stay home. If he tells us not to go down that road, we can't go down that road. If he tells us, don't go to dinner today, whatever it may look like. Don't go to the grocery store, whatever it may look like. When God gives those instructions, he's not giving it to us just because he feels like talking, just because he's saying. Everything that the Father says, every thought that the Father gives us, it has purpose and it has intent behind it. So God is going to be talking to us, giving us instructions in these last and evil days. But I'm like, Father, why are people not listening? Is it me? Is it something that's wrong with me? Like, is it the way that I look? Is it the way that I talk? Because I don't talk like the majority of men and women of God. Like, what is it, Father? And he said, do you not remember Noah, daughter? Did I not tell you in my word? It will be just like it was in the last days. People will be marrying, getting married, dance, and just living life like a flood is not coming to overtake mankind, to destroy the earth. He said, daughter, do you not remember my son, Jesus Christ, that came in the flesh as God, gave his blood, sacrificed his life for his friends, for sinners, for us that are unworthy of the blood, but Christ decided to give it anyway, and in God's unconditional love for us, sent his son, only begotten son, so that we can have everlasting life, so that we can dwell with him for eternity. He was disregarded. Servant is not greater than his master, daughter. Do you not think that the same thing will not happen to you? I said, Father, I get it. But when there is a cry that is in your heart for people's souls, that hits different. It really hits different. It's something that many people don't understand. I'm telling you, like, people that's friends with me, they probably get tired of me because I'm the type of friend that cares about your soul. I don't want nobody in my circle that does not care about my soul, does not care about my eternity, that does not care about my spiritual state. That's a whole problem. I need to be connected to God, and to be connected to God, I also need to be connected to his people, not those that move in perfection, but those that are trying and those that really love him. How can two walk together unless they agree? How? Blindly, especially in the dark, there is calamity and destruction and disaster ahead. So this is really a cry out. It is a plea. Even if it's just one person. It doesn't have to be army of people. Just one person would consider their ways and how they're living and turn to Christ before it's too late, so that their soul can be caught up in the clouds on the day of Christ, on the day of his return, the day of the Lord, that the Bible guarantees us it's going to happen. But it's so much easier and so much more comfortable for people to live life like it's just not about to happen. Not saying we got to move in fear, but we definitely have to use wisdom. We have to. And if we're not close to the Almighty, the word says those that remain in him, under him, close to him, will abide under his shadow, abide under his protection. But when we're out there and we're playing with Satan's devices, not living life like we're going to face judgment, that's a bad predicament to be in. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Not based off what I say, what the next person say. You get before God. You get it right with God. You and God. That's it. It's just going to be you and God on that day. That's it. Get to know him now. Stand in front of him now. Let him deal with you and work out everything that's in you that you need to be delivered from now. So that way you don't have to pay for iniquity for eternity. I love y'all. I'm out, fam.